Welcome students. In this video I am going to continue from where I left in the last part of iterative statements in Python. In that video you have already seen the syntax of the for loop and its various elements, and now in this video I will discuss the various possibilities for the sequence that you specify here in the for loop. Okay, so what is the behavior of this for loop with different types of sequences that you specify here will be clear to you in this video. So let us see the first possibility. First possibility is that it can be a list. So if you want, you can specify a list over here, and what will happen, one value of this sequence will be allotted to this variable x, and then print x is the body of this loop. So every time what will happen, first of all 2 will be assigned to x and then print x. So see what output you are getting, 2. Then you know that print function changes the line as soon as it prints the value given to it because of its end argument whose default value is line change. So that is why cursor came to the next line. Then after that this value 4 got assigned to x and then print x again. So 4 got printed. Then 5 is assigned, then 5 got printed, then 8 is assigned, 8 got printed, and after this the work is over. Why? Because all the elements that you specified in the given sequence are allotted to the loop variable and the work is done. As soon as the elements of the sequence finish, you jump, the program control jumps out of the looping statement. Next possibility is that it can be a tuple. You know that tuple is a collection of different types of values. So here also what I have done, I have taken this tuple, and in this tuple you can see there are integer, there is a string, there is a float value. Okay, and what will happen, first of all this 20 will be assigned to s and then you can print s. So see 20 is printed. Then Vivek is assigned to s, Vivek is printed. Now whatever value is going to be assigned to this variable s, you can utilize this value in whatever way you want inside the body of the loop. Okay, and it is not always necessary that you make use of this value. You will see as we do programs, you will see how the values of the sequence are used. Okay, so when Vivek is assigned, Vivek got printed. You can see here in the output. Yes, this Vivek is there. Then because of print function there is a line change. Then 3.6, see this 3.6 is assigned to s, so 3.6 is printed. Then 80 is assigned to s, then 80 is printed, and after this no value is left in the tuple, so you simply come out of the loop where, at this position, means after the for loop. Now if you have certain statements to execute here in the program, you will start executing these and you are finally out of the loop that you were executing. Next is, it can be a string. So what happens if you give a string as a sequence? Then again each value of this string means, first of all a will be assigned to s, then b will be assigned, then c will be assigned, then dollar will be assigned. So in this way each character of this string will be assigned to the variable s and s will be printed. So see, you can see the output. Okay, so next possibility is range type object. So 3 sequences you have already seen. I have already told you how this range function works and what kind of values it generates. So what if you write, if you use range function to specify the sequence, you know that it returns a sequence which is immutable type. So it simply, what it does, you have written range 5 here. So what will happen, this range 5 will have these values. It will generate a range type object. You don't need to convert it into list or tuple like I did in the previous video. Just there I did so that you may see what kind of outputs you can get from the range function if used directly. But when you are using it with for loop, there is no need to convert it into list or tuple. It generates a sequence and one value from this sequence is allotted to the loop variable at a time, and the work takes place normally as it used to do in case of list, tuple and string. Okay, so see this range 5 function, here start is not specified, step is not specified, so start is 0, stop is 5 and step is 1. So values generated will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, first of all, this 0 will be allotted to S. See, 0 is getting printed. Okay. Then 1 will be allotted. 1 is getting printed. Then 2 will be allotted to S. 2 is getting printed. Then 3, then 4, and then all the values of the sequence are finished. You finally terminate from the loop. Another, now I am showing you various other examples. Now, in this example, I have given the value for start. Okay, I have given the value for start, stop as well as step. So, start is 5. The starting value will be 5. Ending value will be 19 because ending value will be less than 20. 20 will not be included because range does not include the upper limit. And step is 2. So, the first value is 5, then 7, then 9. Okay, this sequence is generated. And now 1 value from this sequence will be allotted to the variable S, and S will be printed. So, you can see the output here. It is as per your expectation, right? Then next is again what I have done here. See, first of all, I have stored a string in T. I am not directly writing a string here. I have stored a string in T, and in the range function, see what I am passing. Len T. You know the len function calculates the length of the given string. So, length of this string will be 12. If you count the number of characters, you will find it 12. You can see I have shown the memory representation of this string also. This is the memory representation. Last character is at 11 because indexing starts from 0. So, last character will be one index less than its actual length. So, here what is there? Here it will be 12 only. See. And if 12 is the value given to range function, these will be the possible values generated by range function. Now, one value of each, one value of this sequence will be allotted to the variable I at a time. And see what we are printing, Ti, and end argument is given as a space. So, what will happen? First of all, a value of I will be 0. So, T0 is C is getting printed. Then T1 is 0. So, 0 is O, sorry, it is not 0, it is O. So, O is getting printed, and between C and O you can find a space because of this argument which you have given. Okay. Then 2 will be allotted. So, T2 is M space is printed. Then 3 will be allotted. Then T3 is P. So, P is printed and space is there. Then 4 is allotted. See this time 4 is allotted. So, T4 is a space. So, space is printed here, and then one space is given because of this. T4 is also a space, and after printing space you have to give a space because of this. So, there are 2 spaces here. Okay. Then after this 5 will be assigned. Okay, 5 is assigned. So, T5 is, you can see here, T5 is S. So, S space, then C space, and so on. This will work till 11. When 11 is assigned, T11, that is E is printed and a space is printed, and finally the loop gets over. So, this is another way you can access the elements of a sequence using this range function in the for loop. Clear? After this, next is, see, I have taken a list. Okay, here I have taken a list having different types of values. Clear? These are the values in the list, and then what I am doing? 1, comma len r, which is 6. Okay, and 2. So, what are the possible values given to generated by range? See, it is 1, comma 6, comma 2. So, the values will be 1, 3, 5. Okay. So first value given to x will be 1. So x1 is 20. So see, 20 is printed. After this 3 will be given. 3 is given. So R3 is 2.4. See, 2.4 is printed. Then 5 is given. R5 is Amar. So Amar is printed. So here I am not printing all the values of this list. I am only printing the values of the indexes which are generated by the range function. Those were only 1, 3, 5. So only the element at the index 1, 3, 5 got printed. So with this, children, I finish this video, and in the next video I will discuss certain programs based on for loop, so that you may understand how to exercise this loop in solving various problems of Python. Okay, so thank you so much.